Me and my partner Galloway, we got a different job today. Our job was to go to the crime scene where there was happened a murder. First I draw a cocktail on a memory book. Then I noticed there's something wrong with Galloway's nose and ear, and he tried to bite me. I still try to figure out what's wrong with her ear. Then we were ready to go. I was the driver. I didn't care about the traffic because we were police officers, detectives. We need to get to the scene as soon as possible.
Detectives, they're ready to start the show.
A traffic cop says something to me. I didn't listen because I was too impatient. Then I saw it. The body. It was a naked woman. I instantly got a bit excited about that. Then I noticed her boobs. They were perfect. Then I noticed something else. There was something written in her stomach. I drew the internal examination because I wanted to be sure that I examined the body correctly. Then I noticed there was a blood or some kind of a sausage. I don't know. Who knows? I searched the body and I noticed there was a ring missing.
Another wedding ring torn from the finger. No skin under the fingernails.
The murder case seems to be very similar than 4 other similar murder cases.
But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
I want to be playful. I just want to tickle my partner Galloway's dick. He didn't mind. He's used to that. Then I noticed those people are talking something about the body and the murder case. I didn't listen. I was hypnotized by the tits there.
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe.
I noticed there was something irrelevant things on crime scene. I checked them out. Bourbon whiskey, a red sock or something.
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
And another irrelevant shit. Then I found a shoe. That was beautiful. Blue. Very good looking. I put it back in the trash. Then I saw them. The blood trails. I decided to follow them. The blood trails were going to the rooftop. This was seeming very much like a setup because the body was downstairs and the blood was upstairs in the rooftop. I found a makeup bag that was beautiful, golden, very glamorous.
Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her.
Then I saw it. There was something hanging on the rooftop.
Pulled from the finger and hung up here. What's the significance?
Then we found the bag. That was probably the body's bag. It was hidden into the rooftop of the building. And I could see whole Los Angeles there, and it was looking beautiful in 3D in VR. Inside the bag there was a paper. That was another half of the paper which was found near the body.
Son of a bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
Our next destination was residence of Antonia in Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street. I drove there like I used to do, pedal into the metal. I didn't care about the traffic. We were detectives after all. I tried to wank up the doorknob. Nothing happened, no one there. Then I noticed there was a grandmother inside, or someone's granny or something.
I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. There's Miss...
That mean-looking bastard let us in. I took a fast search here. The mean-looking grandma told us to go upstairs and search the room. I opened the door. and that was huge mess. Window was broken. The room looked like shit.
So someone broke in using this thing instead of a crowbar.
I found an iron picket and a letter.
Okay, we have an address.
And a picture.
The charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
And some cool stuff lying around there. I wanted to taste them all. Me and Galloway, we decided to get downstairs and interview the granny. But first, I need to draw something. I do that when I'm nervous, and this time I was very nervous.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel.
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I have no idea.
Come on, Mrs. Lepenti, you must have some idea.
Maybe a movie? Maybe church. She was a very religious girl.
The granny wasn't so cooperative. I hate her. She looked like asshole and act like an idiot. Galloway was pissed off too, and we left the building.
We're hunting a killer, madam. I would have expected a little more cooperation.
I took a shortcut through the train tunnel. Half an hour trip took only 5 minutes to get there. We traveled through the 3rd floor.
Phelps, this could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise. Hey, what the fuck? LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest.
We caught up for a surprise. It instantly got a bit Mortal Kombat fist fight. I was fisting some red-shirted guy, and Galloway was hitting the blue guy.
Damn, they got some decent shots in there. Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, goddammit! You think I'd kill my own wife?
Then we decided to search the room. I added some salt there, into the plate and into the coffee. Galloway found our next destination. It was an El Dorado Bob. But first we need to check out the other places as well. There was a shirt.
This will take some explaining.
There was some kind of a sausage in there. And a fruit market basket. There was something inside. Wine or something. I didn't taste that. The smell was awful. Then we decided to knock the doors and ask something from the neighbors. The first guy was very pissed off.
LAPD, we're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
The second guy's mask made me shit in my pants.
Hey, sorry about that. I'm playing with my kids.
And the elder woman in the other side of hell, she was very interested about her neighbors.
Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
Aranda. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
We decided to continue the trip to the El Dorado bar. We were heading to the El Taco Junior bar. I noticed the bartender and I was trying to ask him about should PewDiePie and Jake Paul get together. He was very excited about the thing, but he told me everything about the new season of Temptation Island and the celebrity partners over there. I wasn't that interested, but Galloway, he was excited. The bartender showed us the paper. It was some kind of a divorce paper. That got me instantly excited.
Can I have another spoon?
Divorce papers? Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was gonna show him.
Then I sketched how to make this bartender, Diego Aguilar, look much more beautiful.
No problem.
I asked if he got any pussy lately, but I think he didn't understand what I was meaning.
A broad 9. I have white feet.
I tried to give some love to Galloway, but he didn't like that either. I don't know what's wrong with people these days. We left the bar from the backside. I saw a delivery guy there. He told me something about Donald Trump. I didn't understand what he's meaning. That was some kind of mumbo jumbo, I think.
Sure does. The Mexes love a little slice.
We left back to the car, and then we got the call.
Car 11 King responding. Go ahead, KGPL.
11K, Captain Donnelly and Detective Sergeant Finis Brown urgently request your presence at Central. A new letter has been found.
It was time to get back to the station. There was some new evidence.
I thought the letter was from a nut.
My boys were around the table and one of them looked exactly like Dana Elcar from the MacGyver. Then we have some kind of crazy alphabetical paper there.
We're checking all the spares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
And another clue paper. I didn't read them. I pretend I read them. I didn't hear them at all. Finally, the chief let me go to interrogate the suspect. He was the husband, and I was ready for it. Then I noticed the mirror and instantly started to wiggle and play around. That was goofy for me, but the husband didn't like that at all. That get me more excited. I was practicing how to make a magic tricks with my hat. That was one-of-a-kind entertainment. Angel was sitting there and I was drawing a best picture of him I ever could. I think he was a bit mad, so I was tough.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight maybe. She didn't stay long.
You're lying, Angel. You went after her. I think you killed her.
You're out of your mind.
And I was squeezing the information out of his body. And he was acting like a mule. He told me everything. I was accusing a bit. And he was an easy mule.
We argued, all right? But she went out and I went out after her and she jumped in a car on the corner.
Even we got that information we needed, Galloway insisted we should go to the fruit store. So we left there. That was a fantastic place. I instantly found something to play with. Galloway didn't like that. That was a corn. Huge dome, like a schlong. Then I found the apples. I was trying to throw them to the bartender because he was watching me like an idiot. I didn't like that at all. Then we get to talk to him. Clem Feeney, brown eyes, brown hair, looked like a Hollywood celebrity. He was very suspicious.
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney, what can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
My interrogation was so heaty that he was bending and sweating like a nude white man under California's sun.
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
Finally, we decided to search the place. Clem Feeney didn't like that at all.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem?
Then I realized why. We found a bloody knife there.
Why cut someone who was already dead?
It's a typical power thing. Once the stiff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like.
And a wooden mystery box. I instantly cracked the code.
This thing needs a combination. So what are we hiding in here?
We found something inside. Pins or something. Very irrelevant religious stuff. Then Galloway farted. The smell was awful. It filled the room.
Oh, it gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off.
Then we saw it. The salesman was watching us. He tries to see what we know already and instantly ran away. Now it was a time to pursue the guy. Usually in these kind of pursuits, Galloway starts to shoot the suspect, but in this case, he didn't do anything. He was just sitting there, looked like a dummy, and I need to do all the work. Finally, the cream GMC hit the delivery truck, and the chase was over.
You're a sick man, Clem. We need help.
We finally cracked the case. That was it. The workday was there. Case was closed.
I'll pay the fee in the personal visit myself and remind them that crime in this city does not go unpunished.
Even the case was closed, I was still mesmerized by the hairy beaver of the victim.
Meeting this afternoon with the mayor, lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.